Mitikai Oyesin and ho ho ho. There it is. I promised you a holiday themed video. And then, all that nonsense with Walter Wallace Jr. got in the mix. So I put this off by one segment, one video. When I say nonsense, there's a brother, black man, who he did a video which I posted on Facebook. Starts off by saying, "Hey, for the family and the friends, the loved ones of Walter Wallace, hey, you have my sympathies. I know you're grieving. I know you feel pain. Even though Walter Wallace, despite him hitting up on women, slapping them around and then threatening to kill them and burn down their house, despite his long criminal record, he's your family member and feel the pain, absolutely. Sorry for your loss. But everybody else, this is a nonsense I'm talking about. You're actually trying to tell me, okay, this is what this guy was saying, but now we're switching to me, Mark Still. You're trying to tell me that you care so deeply about this man that you're going to go out and rob Walmart. Or you're going to write an article in the paper and say, I just can't imagine a white woman with a mentally ill adult child begging the police not to shoot the child and the child being shot. Heh, I can imagine it because I lived it and I can just bring it up in my memory. You look online, you'll find out that there are more mentally ill whites killed than mentally ill blacks or anyone else. But in this climate, we talk about Black Lives Matter and that's it. It's a black and white thing. Forget about yellow lives or red lives or any other shade. Black lives. That's it. And I find that wrong. So, even with all this nonsense going on, nothing is going to dampen my holiday spirit. I get in the Christmas spirit early, and this year it came late because I'm not doing my haunted house this year. This year, the Christmas spirit hit me like about a week ago, maybe 9 days ago, and I'm staying in it. I'm going to stay in it till a few days past New Year's, as I do every single holiday season. It used to be that Christmas season would start maybe a few days, a week before Thanksgiving. But when I started doing the haunted house, well, to me, it's just an extension. It's a holiday spirit, right? And I do all these incredible decorations. Half of them I make, half of them I buy. This would have been my 8th annual haunted house. So the first year I did it 7 years ago was like, wow, I'm in the Christmas spirit. And this was September when I started planning for the haunted house. So this year it's late, but it's come. And despite everything, listen, folks, never thought I'd ever be here, but I'm armed. I am concerned about the rioters, not the peaceful protesters, the rioters. I know people who have had encounters with the rioters right here in Philadelphia, not in Center City, but in outlying neighborhoods like mine. I'm armed. I'm ready. I have some neighbors who are armed. They're ready. We will defend our lives, our loved ones, our properties, our block. Don't test us. I don't want to do it. Don't test us. I know where my values and principles and priorities lay. I know this. In fact, I know me, and I know my values and my principles. I know my worth. I know the worth of my family and of my neighbors, even the ones that don't have that much worth. Kidding. No, kidding, not kidding. Whatever. Sorry, going off on a tangent. This is why 2020 is it's been so amazing for me, because I stand firm. And I have a whole bunch of people trying to tell me what to think and what to believe in. What side I should take. Man, how dare you? How dare you say I should choose between black and white or red and blue? Democrats, Republicans. How dare you? I mean, how dare you reduce humanity to such reductive parameters? No matter what happens, no matter what happens, if I got protesters, rioters coming down the street, if I have to defend my street, my family, myself, if I have to do this, no matter what, yeah, it's the Christmas season. It is the season of joy and of hope and of goodness. And speaking of my principles and values, joy, hope, and goodness, I believe this. I believe in the goodness of everybody and all those people, including those folks, including those self-declared Marxists who ignore the long history of Marxism and the huge piles of bodies throughout the years since Marxism became a thing. What are we talking about, a century and a half now? Oh, the bodies, the many, many, many dashed dreams, hopes. Even these people who are trying to sell Americans on the idea of Marxism and Marxist value socialism, they can be redeemed. I still have hope for them. I still have joy that they can find the truth. Now, when it comes down to making a split-second decision, as I have done before for neighbors, the good of the many outweigh the good of the few, or the one. And those split-second decisions are all about that. It's so that the good of the many, is so that the many can experience the joy and the bliss and the hope and the great beauty of knowing you're a child of God and having a relationship with God that is oh so precious. Christmas lives always in my heart, in my soul. And now I celebrate it, and I wish to celebrate it with you. So, happy Halloween. Peace for fingers. I don't have the graphic up anymore. I'll talk to you later. Be good to yourselves, folks. Bye.